How's it going, guys? We're back with another video here, and I always do a strategies video every month, and a lot of times it stays the same. This time, my strategies have changed pretty significantly, so make sure you guys do leave a like, subscribe if you've not already, and let's hop into all the changes about my strategies and really the best way, to have good success in the strategies. They've been interesting this year. I've been trying a lot of different things, and the reason why I've been trying a lot of different things is because you have those green one-timers. You have those D2D one-timers. So as soon as they had their latest patch where, they kind of made the D2D one-timers not as effective. Yes, they are still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I felt like it was time to kind of change back to some of the old things that I used to do. And let me tell you guys, I've been playing better than I have in a while. So checking out some of my strategies here, we're going to start off here with the offensive lines here. All right, so offensive line 1, we are back to behind the net. Finally, we're back to behind the net here. I figured, give it a try. I was doing overload for a while, which I did like. I did like overload, but I felt like in the end, behind the net is my thing, and I feel like the AIs do set up better in the O zone with behind the net running. I just do. I really do. So carry / jump, put carry all the way to 0 here. Cycle / shoot, put that, probably on like give or take 3, something like that. Efficiency / energy, it's another one that's always kind of up in the air, right? People really aren't too sure what's the best one to go with. I put it in the middle. I put it around 5. I don't want my guys to be completely gassed right away, but I also don't want my guys, conserving too much energy either, right? That's not really smart, I feel like. We also have the don't block / block. That I have all the way on 10. And the reason why I have that all the way on 10 is because, as I did mention, yes, D2D one-timers still go in the net, so I do want my guys blocking shots. I do. I think it's important. You want your guys probably getting in those lanes to block those D2D one-timer attempts because people still take them a lot. Although I feel like people are not taking them as much because people are starting to understand that it's not a guaranteed goal like it was, before. Yes, it's still a high percentage play, but it's not the only way to score, and I think people are starting to kind of adapt to that. On the defensive side here, when it comes to the pairings, I have hold line / pinch all the way on 0 for the hold line. All right, I don't want any of my AI defenders pinching. I just never want that, really. And the only time I ever want that is if I feel like, I'm not getting scoring opportunities, or I'm down a goal late, I'm down 2 goals, to start the third. I'm not really having much success offensively. That's when I decide to start being more aggressive, and that's when I would put the pinch up. That's when I would start sending more attackers and defenders into the rush and into the play. That's just my opinion. Cycle / shoot, that one's more towards the shooting one, and the reason why is it gets my AIs more open here to be ready for those, those cycle plays and those passing plays, right? And for me, I'm someone that really does prioritize the passing plays. I think it's very important to make those, bang bang type of plays, and it really makes it a lot of fun, honestly, when you have those unbelievable connected plays. So for me, guys, I put that in the middle, and every other defensive pairing is exactly the same, from 1 to 3. So we can move on to the team strategy. Team strategies are quite similar, but again, there is a change. So we're still running 1-2-2 passive right now. I've tried a bunch of different things this year. I did 1-2-2 aggressive at a certain point. I think I even tried the 2-3 really, but 1-2-2 passive for me is the one I think that's probably the best here. So passive forecheck with all skaters looking to prevent breakout passes, so it helps defend the breakout, which I think is quite important. So I put that in the 1-2-2 passive. The neutral zone, I run a 1-2-2 blue, which reads defenders will hold the neutral zone and apply pressure to the breakout of the opposing blue line. So yeah, that to me, that's more important. Than I don't want my guys pressuring, in the O zone, right? Like to the point of I guess the blue line, right? I don't want my guys to be that aggressive there, because if they get beat, then it's going to be an man rush the other way, and I'm not going to have anyone, back, right? Especially the defenseman. We need the defenseman to be back, especially. That's the most important thing. Trap / forecheck, that's going to be in the middle, but as I mentioned, guys, it's really depending on in-game situations as well, on, what happens. So we put that kind of towards the middle as well here. You want to just don't be too trap heavy. You also don't want to be too forecheck heavy, or else you're going to give up a lot of opportunities. You just don't want that to happen. So keep that in mind as well. Defensive pressure is puck side attack. I believe that was still the same strategy in my last video as well in November. I think it's pretty solid. Yeah, I'm still running puck side attack. Defensive strategy, we are back to collapsing here, right? So collapsing is what I'm running yet again on the defensive side of things here. Tight point, I thought it was good. It was good when, again, DDDs were literally all anyone does. I feel like with collapsing, I'm still able to actually defend the DDDs, you know, fairly well. I'm not going to say I'm, like, unreal at defending them. Defense is one of the hardest things in this game, guys. It really is. I think in every NHL. I think you guys can all admit that. It's easier probably to score goals than play defense. For some of you guys, you might say it's the opposite. But for me, I'm able to score pretty much at will. Defensively, that's where I have a bit of trouble. I'm not going to lie. So defensive strategies, I put it on collapsing still here. I think it's the best one. Offensive pressure, again, to start is at least on standard. It's got to be standard. You don't want your guys being super ultra aggressive there right off the bat, because then again, it's going to just cause a lot of chaos. And you don't want that off the bat to be the case. Unless you like to play very aggressive style. I personally don't think it's the smartest thing to do. Control breakout is going to be in the strong side slant here. I think that's still the best here for me. It works. It works. I like my breakouts for the most part. I feel like guys are usually, you know, in the right spot. The quick breakout is going to be close support. Like I said, guys, I don't want my players flying the zone so much. I feel like that would be a bad thing. So for me, that's kind of the strats that I'm running right now for defense and offense and team strategies. So let's move on to the power play. Looking at the power play here, this also is the same. Although I will say I have considered changing my formation because I like the umbrella, don't get me wrong, but I feel like sometimes it doesn't really click like I want it to, but it's still the one that I'm using right now, so I'm not going to tell you guys something else here. So, I mean, it works for the most part. Face-off formation, definitely make sure you set that on normal. You don't want that on anything else. Has to be on normal, in my opinion. The rolls, you can mess with it. Personally, I really don't. Like, I really don't care that much about it for the most part. Yeah, you could get your distributor. So, like, for me, probably, it would probably be Makar. Finisher would probably be McDavid, and then the puck carrier could be... Well, no, maybe the distributor would probably be, like, McDavid, and then I guess the puck carrier would be Makar, and then finisher would probably be McDavid, if I really care. But it's not that serious. I mean, I guess I could mess with that here if I really want, but... It's not that serious of a thing. It really just isn't to me. So, yeah, I mean, you could mess with it, but I think the most important thing is the umbrella. Face-off formation, normal. Offensive pressure, definitely standard. Power play, carry slash dump, put it on 0. Don't mess with that. Power play breakout, I do center lane option. That's been working for me for a while, I'd say. So definitely run with that. And the quick breakout, as I mentioned, close support. Don't have all your guys flying out of the zone. That's simply going to cause a lot of issues. So definitely avoid that if you're able to. For all the power play lines, again, keep it kind of the same here. Run umbrella on all of the lines. The penalty kill here, you got to run the diamond. I mean, I think it's the best one. My penalty kill is pretty elite, I'm not going to lie. And I actually do get a lot of shorthanded opportunities and goals. So definitely run with the diamond still. I feel like that's the most important thing to mention is just got to run diamond. And of course, that is the same for every penalty kill line. And for the the penalty kill 3-on-3, I mean, it's just a triangle. You have another option and run normal. All right. So to me, guys, those are the strategies that I think are working the best right now for me. I've been doing a lot better in HUT recently. I mean, I have gotten top 100 numerous times now in the game, like numerous times. I have many top 100 cards. I've gone top 100 4 out of the last 5 weeks in HUT Champs. I'm rivals, and of course I'm in Division 1. I'm just playing a lot better recently, and yeah, we're feeling pretty good. We're currently in Division 1. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you did, please make sure you leave it a like. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek at 3 E's. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.